Good Sunday morning. It's time for the North Carolina Vinyl Picker Show. And in this episode, we're going to go through my top 10 albums from the year 2000s. Yeah, 2000 to 2010. What I was listening to during those years. And we're also going to go through my albums that I picked up this week. And I made a surprise visit at the Lake James Antique Mall. That was a lot of fun. We went there, and so every week I'm going to have a surprise visit place where I go and I'll show you some flip videos and videos from the store. Just a marvelous time. So anyway, so let's get right into it. So the year is 2001. What were you listening to? Well, that year in 2001, I was listening to Magnification from Yes. Great album. The last album with John Anderson, the last proper Yes album. We move into 2002, and Porcupine Tree comes out with this masterpiece right here, In Absentia. An awesome album with Steven Wilson. And also have it here on CD. And also the sampler right here. 2002 also brought us Peter Gabriel's Up. It was his last album. And the new album is coming out soon, but it hasn't been released yet. So there you go. This album was really good. Me and my nephew saw this tour down in West Palm. So it was a really good time. And I remember spending the night down there. It was too far to go down and come back in one day. So 2004 brought us to this one. Yes, the 35th anniversary show, which me and my nephew Peter again, we went over and seen in Tampa, and was in the Ice Palace over there where the hockey team was playing. I remember it being very cold in there, and John Anderson had a sweater on. More of that story. But I've told that story before. So there you go. And that was in 2004, almost 20 years ago. 2005, I have a double here. It's when Deadwing came out. And I remember getting Deadwing, Porcupine Tree album, 2005. I was down in Orlando, and I was doing some record shopping down there, and I went into the store down there, and then I picked this up and I put it in my vehicle at the time, and I played it, and I said, wow, this is a lot different than the last Porcupine Tree album, but I liked it. Robert Fripp is on this, and Alex Lifeson from Rush, he's on that as well. And then I was also listening to The Beekeeper, Tori Amos a lot, and my daughter was young, and she used to like this CD, so we'd play it in the truck. So there you go. And in 2006 is when this came out, On an Island, David Gilmour solo album with Graham Nash and other people around this album. And then we had David Gilmour here. This is from that. And then this one here. So those are all from this album. And then that was in 2006. And then 2007 comes along, and it's Fear of a Blank Planet. Yeah, Fear of a Blank Planet was a great album and tour. And I got to see the tour in Orlando. First time I got to see Steven Wilson. And that was a really special time. And there's the CD. It's a lot of glare on that CD. It was a really great show. And the guy was standing next to me. I told him about the band Riverside. He'd never heard of them before. But I was about 6 feet from Steven Wilson. It was a great show. Here's also the vinyl of Deadwing. Forgot to show that. 2008 comes along, and it's Unifon. Now, Unifon is the songs that Genesis never made. Is that a little bit better? Oh my goodness, the glare on these CDs is unbelievable. There, that's better. Unifon. And Unifon is Nad Sylvan, who's now he is also the vocalist for the Steve Hackett band, and he does all their just about all their vocals. And he's been in that band for well over 10 years now, maybe 15 years. But this album here was done by Nad Sylvan back in 2008 with another guy, and the album sounds just like what he says. This is a quote from Nad Sylvan. He says, "The songs that Genesis never did." And it's just, if you're a Genesis fan, especially early Genesis with Peter Gabriel, you would love this CD. And in 2009, comes to the concert that I wish I'd gone and seen, was Porcupine Tree, The Incident. This would be their last album until last year when they came out with their new album. So The Incident was a great album. It's a double album. It's their last album where they took their hiatus. And I have it here also on CD. Excuse me, right here on CD. And this album here came out the same year. This also came out in 2009, which was Steven Wilson's first solo album. This came out the same year as Porcupine Tree's last album. And this is Insurgentes. It's named after a street in Mexico, I was told. And I have this on CD. And also this here. This here is also the extras that was not on the album that were put onto another CD. And then here's the DVD of Insurgentes. And then here's a DVD of the show that I seen with Porcupine Tree. Anesthetize. Anesthetize? Yeah, it was just incredible. So there you go. That's my top 10. That's what I was listening to in the 2000s. What were you listening to? Put your comments down below, please. New finds? Well, we had a lot of new finds this week. But the best of the best, I'm going to give it to you first. And these are the items that I got on Discogs and eBay. And this right here is Bill Bruford's set. Seems like a lifetime ago, 1977 to 1980. And what you have in here is Bill Bruford's autograph with authenticity. This is number 1791. So he must have sat down and wrote out a whole bunch of stuff. And then we had some pictures that's in this. And then we got this. Could you imagine seeing those two bands together? Oh my gosh. I got to see Brand X once in Baltimore, but it was without Phil Collins. It was the Mask tour. Then they got this beautiful booklet was in here. And this box set goes for hundreds of dollars. And somebody was selling one on, oh, this book is just wonderful. To go through here and see all these pictures and stuff. If you're a big Bruford fan, you know, Mazzy don't like Bruford. He says he's on every prog album, which is not true. He's not on every prog album. Okay, here's the CDs. And there was another album after Gradually Going Tornado. They were making another album, and the demos are on here of the fourth album. So there you go. Previously unreleased stuff. Yeah. So that was the big hit for the week for me. And I got that thing for a song. I got it so cheaply compared to what it goes for. And so here's the rest of the loot that I got from eBay this week. I got, and these are all at a very low price. I just hunt and pack, and I keep all kinds of stuff on Discogs and eBay, and they come up every day. Stuff that I'm looking for. And this is Danny Gottlieb. Danny Gottlieb was the drummer for the Pat Metheny group, and this is a fusion album. El Balacentro Sonerto, Italian fusion band, which my friend John up in New Jersey turned me on to. And this is a promo copy. This is Italian press that I got for a really good price. And yeah, I'm glad to have it. He has the other one. He's making a copy of it at the moment. Passport, Doldinger. Passport's first album. Been wanting this one. Isotope, Gary Boyle's band, fusion band. This is the best of Isotope. I have all the solo. I have Gary Boyle's solo albums too, but I have Isotope albums. I did like 4 albums, I think, and this is the best of. And then we got the Flock, and I just found out about this one. This has Jerry Goodman on vocal and violin. He was the violin player. Look at that picture. He was the violinist in Mahavishnu Orchestra when they did their classic albums before Jean-Luc Ponty took over that slot, and Jerry Goodman did solo records, and they're awesome. But this was his band before that, and it's kind of garage rocky, a little bit fusion, a lot of things. Passport, running in real time. This album came out in '85. This is one of their last albums that Klaus Stoldinger did with Passport. And yeah, I've been wanting that one. I think I only got a couple more. Then I have a complete selection of all their stuff. This one here came from the Lake James Antique Mall. I went up there during the week, drove up there, took some footage, which I've put on Instagram that you can see. And also, I found this album when I was there for $3. And she has some great stuff. She has a bin with $3 records, new entries. She got a jazz section. She's got a rock section. She's got 45s and books too, I think. And yeah, so there you go. Lee Ritenour. I didn't have this one. The album's called Rio. I gave it a spin. It's pretty good. I liked it. Didn't love it. I liked it. Then I went to Maiden Wax. Now, Maiden Wax records are in 5 locations here in North Carolina. Shelby, Old Fort, Conover, Taylorsville, and Boone. And then he usually has bunches and bunches of... I've been to 4 of them, so I need to go over to... I've been to Shelby. I went there. That's where I went this week. Found a couple things. I've been to Conover and Taylorsville many times. And those are in antique malls that you can look up Maiden Wax records, and it'll show you where they're at in these 5 locations. This one I went to is called the Workshop Vintage Market. And I went in there and I told the lady, I said, I think this place has changed since the last time I was here. So I went with that story for a while. And then when we were leaving, there's another antique mall down around the corner in Shelby, and they have a bunch of records there too. That place is still there. So she thought I was crazy, but that's probably true. Mike and the Mechanics, 45. This was, I think he had $2 on this. Of course, Mike is from Mike Rutherford's from Genesis, the bass player. And I did not have this 45. I got Tomita. I like Tomita. These are all his albums that I've got at Pepper's Palace over here in Hildebrand. She's got a bunch of records over there. But this one here is a promo copy. And I think he had $3 on this. And that was a no-brainer. I love Tomita. And then he had this one up. The lady said, there's more records upstairs. So I went upstairs. And I had this Herbie Hancock record up there. And it's called Sound System. And it came out in '84. And I should have really known better. I played it and didn't like it. I'm going to put it in my store. And speaking of, I'm going to give you a shameless plug here. My store is Big Chief Vinyl 57, and it's in Discogs. And down below, there will be a way that you can get to my store. Habitat for Humanity. I went to Habitat for Humanity the other day and found some dollar CDs. Seen this one here, Andreas Bollenheimer. The album's called Down to the Moon. I've been listening to this since I was, 30 years maybe. The album came out when? '86. There you go. But this is the Japanese press of Down to the Moon. I can't wait to put this in my CD player and listen to this. This is going to be really good. So for $1, heck yeah, I'm going to pick that up. And then I seen this one there. Steely Dan, Katie Lied. Bjork. This album's called Post. This is going in my store. And that was those 3. And then I found, this is probably the deal of the day. It's Gabor Szabo. And I found these were all 59 cents. So this one here, I played it. It's pretty good. It's mid-century jazz, I guess. Impulse. I'm not sure of the year, probably sometime in the 60s, early 70s. But for 59 cents, I wasn't going to leave Gabor there. And it was really good shape. It's like minty mint. Let me show you this one. I know you like to see the records. There you go. Look at that on impulse. 59 cents. You find another one for 59 cents. Then I wasn't going to leave Luscious Linda there. I wasn't going to leave her behind. No. And then I seen, these are all going in the store, by the way. Carla Bonoff. That'll be going in the store. Kim Wilde. I remember that name from the long time ago. Nicolette Larson. And these were all going in the store. George Benson live. Yeah, everybody needs a little George. And then Breezin', which I just had a copy in my store and I sold it. But now I got another one. And these are all really nice shape. They're all in real nice shape, and they'll be going in the store. That's a lot. There's a lot to get through there, just a short period of time. So I'd like to thank all my new subscribers out there for sticking with me. I got 10 new ones this week, so who would have thunk it? I'm almost to 800. I'm heading to 800. So can you help me get to 800? So if you like and subscribe to my channel, if you like my content, if you like my show, like and subscribe. It doesn't cost nothing. It doesn't cost anything. You don't even have to put the bell, because the bell will tell you when I'm going to be on. But if you want to put the little bell there, ring the bell. That way you know the next time the North Carolina Vinyl Picker is live. Well, kind of live. It's a video. But I've been rambling now for about 17 minutes. So I'm going to try to wrap this thing up. I got a fresh wall. So now I can go back out and look again this week and see what I can find. It was a big week this week. Shout out again to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. And we'll be talking to you soon. North Carolina Vinyl Picker out.